Excuse me?
Hello and welcome to PlayStation Access. My name is Rosie and I'm joined today by the wonderful Connor.
Hello.
And Connor, I hope you're excited because I'm going to talk to you about my time with Silent Hill F.
I don't know if I'd use the word excited, but I'm certainly enthralled. Enthralled? I don't know. I want to know. I want to know about Silent Hill.
Yes, because I played a whopping 4 hours of the game at Gamescom this year and I left it wanting more. I was so intrigued and engulfed by it. Literally the 4 hours flew by and I just want to talk about things that I really enjoyed in the game and also some things that were added as well.
Cool. Let's lightning round this. Let's go.
Let's go. So first of all, I loved how this game to me felt very classic Silent Hill. Immediately when you boot up the game, it asks you to choose a puzzle difficulty and like action difficulty, which, you know, rather than just saying this is what it's going to be, it was really nice just to have those options.
Yep.
In case you do get stumped and you're not really like a puzzly type of person, like, you know, you have the options.
Or the other way around and you're really good at action and you can't solve puzzles to save your life.
But the main thing I sort of really loved and what was engulfed by was that it's so unsettling already. In this 4 hours, I already have seen like really heavy and disturbing themes. It's set in the 60s Japan, so at the beginning of the game it does say like, you know, this is how things were more akin back then rather than to now. For example, I spoke to the director and producer and they said that Hinako, who is your protagonist, she is a modern protagonist, so like, you know, in our day, but she's in 60s Japan.
Oh,
so
okay.
You're
sort
going
of out of time protagonist.
Yeah, so, you know, loads of things that the characters might say or the game sort of symbolizes. Our character Hinako is very much not that and is against. And you can see all these themes as well through the monster designs as well. I've always been really intrigued by how the creatures are designed in Silent Hill F because they all mean something.
Right.
And I'm sure you've all seen this like creepy doll with like the quick animation.
Yeah, super jerky, really uncomfortable to look at.
So I'm sure you can all see this creature and start piecing together what this could potentially symbolize.
Yes.
But I don't want to say too much because obviously I want everyone to play it and experience it for itself. But just know that if you're going into Silent Hill F, immediately you're not having a lovely time. It's immediately like really immediately horrible.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think that counts as a spoiler. Like, everyone should be knowing what they're getting themselves into by this point. It's pretty well established that no one's going into any Silent Hill game for sunshine and rainbows.
Exactly. And throughout your time as well, you're constantly wondering not only what, for example, the symbolism of the creatures mean, but also the characters who you're with. You're constantly questioning who you can trust. What do characters mean by things that they say? Why do they say certain things? You can walk up to a conversation and then they're like mid-conversation and they're just wrapping up their point and you're thinking, hang on a minute, what were you guys just talking about? Or the characters will run off in front of you and you don't know whether they're going to actually still be there or whether they're going to like leave you. And that could be because of the character's intentions or the world itself. You're constantly wondering what on earth is going on. And also it's got like this thing where you have presumably a real world, which you might see as like the little town in Japan that you can explore. And you've also got this more, I don't want to say dreamlike world, but it seems to be whenever Hinako gets knocked out, she goes into this sort of more eerie but kind of weirdly beautiful area where there's like temples and it's really dark and there's lovely lanterns and you've got this character in a fox mask who like tries to help you and guide you through things, but at the same time really horrible things happen, like, you know, the area suddenly gets very red and you're panicking. So it's definitely got that Silent Hill discomfort to it.
Yeah, that sounds very unnerving.
And the area you explore as well, like the main town I just mentioned, it's very claustrophobic. It's filled with really narrow, tight alleys with loads of quick turns. You have segments where, for example, you might have to sprint, and even if you look at the map, you're not sure where it is you're going, and you're in a panic state because everything's just overwhelming you, happening at once. There's like areas like in other Silent Hill games where you can go exploring, and then there's like a road that's been broken up.
Yeah.
There's other areas where suddenly you've got these basically red plants all over the place, and they're bad. They're going to kill you if they touch you. So again,
well, I mean, red is nature's way of saying don't eat me, right? So
yeah,
that
exactly.
makes sense.
Do not eat these plants. So even when you are exploring, you can, for example, go a little bit out of the linear path and find additional items and stuff. But you will, even when you do explore, there's so much you can do when suddenly the game's just like, no, you're not going here today. Also, the combat felt very classic Silent Hill to me because I felt like a weakling.
Yeah,
you
okay,
know?
that's cool.
Yeah, so I didn't go into this thinking I was like Leon Kennedy, like a really brilliant cop turned super agent and stuff like that. I went into this feeling like I was a student who has a pole or a pipe, like, and just like other Silent Hill games, when you're using it, the timing can feel a bit off, or like you're trying to charge an attack and then you might just miss an enemy. But that's just something I personally have come to embrace with Silent Hill, because in my opinion, it's like it's not meant to be that you have really quick access to.
You're not an action hero. That's the whole
not an
point.
action
You're just
hero.
a normal person having a really unpleasant time.
Exactly, and you're fighting creatures and monsters. So of course you're going to be a bit startled and like panicking, trying to swing things.
Yeah.
So for me, as soon as I picked up that pipe, also the pipe is very classic Silent Hill, but as soon as I picked it up, I was like, taken back to playing Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3, when you're like charging up a strong attack and then you just keep on accidentally missing or something like that. But I know I just need to get refamiliar myself with the timing of the combat.
Just need to get good, Rosie.
I've just got to get good. And also it's felt very classic Silent Hill to me because it was eerily beautiful. Like the town that you explore, it's coated in fog, but like I said, I was so intrigued by just the little setting. They had like a little sweet shop and I really wanted to see the little details within it. Or at the beginning, you're like walking through from your home into the little town, and I wanted to just walk around all of the little homes and just see what was around and about. And when you go into like this other dream world, as I mentioned, it's very darkly lit, but I really liked the beauty of just little essences of light here and there from lanterns. There's like a fountain with a nice little blue light to it, for example. So it's like I'm very much enjoying how just eerie the whole game is at the moment.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like it's got a lot of atmosphere going on, and it's something to look forward to if you like the Silent Hills of old.
Yeah, but they've also made like a couple of changes.
Okay.
So, for example, there's a lot more for you to consider. You've got, in all Silent Hill games, for example, you've got a HP gauge.
Yes.
But now you can actually see like a bar rather than it just being like when you go into the inventory menu, it's like flashing red or something like that. You actually have a HP bar. You've also got a stamina bar.
Yeah.
And you've got a sanity bar as well.
Ooh, that's new.
Yeah, so the stamina bar goes down when you're like in an enemy encounter and you start sprinting, for example, and it's good to have like a visual representation of what you can do.
Yeah.
And there's how much stamina you've got left. And when you do an attack, that means that your stamina bar goes down as well. And your sanity bar, which is, very, very interesting, like a complete new sort of addition to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a weird... when you're playing a video game like Tomb Raider and you go underwater and you've got like a breathing gauge first, like holding your breath, and then it decreases your health.
Yes.
So the sanity bar is, it's pretty much that. So when you're in some environments, there's a moment where let's say the dream-like temple area, it will go like really red, and Hinako will say like, oh, my head, and your sanity bar will decrease.
Okay.
And then once that's decreased, then your health will start decreasing as well. And then that probably means you're gonna die if you don't if you don't get out of that area. But again, that incentivizes you to, in a panic, run away, get out of there. You don't have to fight every combat. You can literally just ignore enemies if you are overwhelmed by them. But also you've got elements like focus, and focus is when you can hone in on an enemy, and if like you charge an attack, when you do it at the right time and you don't get interrupted from that charge, you can unleash a really big attack on an enemy.
Oh, cool.
But focus does cost you your sanity bar.
Right, okay, that's cool. So yeah, not all reward, no risk. You have to pick your moments when you're doing your focus attacks.
Exactly. And also with the combat as well, you can counter attack. So when an enemy's got this like little purple sort of like aura around them or something, like, it's hard to explain, when they've got this little purple sort of animation to them,
when they've got purple vibes,
literally when they've got purple vibes, if you attack at the right time, then you can stun the enemy and do more damage. So you're sort of looking at the animations of the enemy, which of course can also be unpredictable. You can dodge in this game as well, and if you do a perfect dodge, then that will not affect your stamina. So again, it's kind of encouraging you to wait and face the terrors and then dodge out of the way. You can hold up to 3 weapons at a time, and each weapon has durability.
Ooh.
And these weapons can be fixed, but you need a toolkit in order to do that. If not, they break and you've just got to find another weapon.
Cool, okay, that makes sense.
There's a quick menu for items, so if you're in a panic and just want to heal or regain your sanity or anything like that, then you can quickly just apply them. And also, you have like charms that you can equip to yourself to give yourself benefits. So, for example, I got given a charm which meant the enemy's line of sight was decreased. So
cool.
I could like...
That sounds very useful.
Yeah, so I had more of a chance of like sneaking around them because, like I said, you don't have to fight every encounter. Remember, you are just a student and these are very strong monsters. You don't have to fight everything. You've also got abilities you can upgrade as well, but in order to upgrade these abilities, you need to go to like a save point, and at that save point, you can... An item that you've got such as like, oh, this item heals you, but you can also exchange it for faith, and faith is then what you use to first of all buy the charms to give you these benefits, but also if you have faith and another item called Ema, then you can upgrade your ability, so you can, for example, have like more HP. So there's lots more to consider.
Yeah, it sounds like they've obviously taken this like classic Silent Hill template and they've added and built things around it and modernized certain things to keep it fresh, but also to add new depth to it. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, and then just to wrap it up as well, for like things which are new, you get a journal which is filled with details and backstories of characters, the world, the creatures themselves from what you experience, and also when you are solving puzzles, it gives you like all the clues that you found in order to help you with that puzzle.
Ooh,
so
that's helpful. I do love little quality of life features like that.
And it's got some beautiful illustrations in it as well. And one other thing I noticed, which I thought was very interesting, was that at the beginning of the game, we were being chased by the fog.
Right.
So fog is a famous thing in Silent Hill. Like,
of course,
everything always gets consumed in fog. But it seemed to be at the beginning there was an actual presence in the fog which was chasing us.
That is interesting.
Yeah, and that's what we were running away from. So I only encountered this once. I don't know what it means, but again, I'm very interested to see if this is a recurring thing, if we're going to learn more about the fog itself. And in that regard, then more about the concept of Silent Hill, which is so like I said, I'm very intrigued and I very much want to dive back into it and learn more about Silent Hill F.
No, that sounds great. Well, it certainly sounds like you are excited, and maybe I would use the word excited for you, Rosie, in this instance, because it really does seem like you want to see more. As much as I want to hear more, I don't think I want to see more and play more right now. It's still too scary for me.
Well, Connor, I hate to say this, but the game is coming out on PS5 on the 25th of September, and of course, when I'm playing it, I'm going to tell you all about it.
I will mentally prepare myself.
Yeah, so mentally prepare yourself. I'm really looking forward to learning more about the world and seeing all of these horrible, psychological, terrible things which are happening. Why do I put myself through this? Silent Hill, it just be like that.
Yeah, just love terrorizing myself. It's great.
It's great, love it. But Connor, thank you so much for joining me whilst I've been talking to you about Silent Hill F, and thank you all so much for listening. If you liked this video, please feel free to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more from PlayStation Access, and I'm sure we'll be covering Silent Hill F in the future, and hit the notification bell so that you stay up to date with everything from the world of PlayStation. Thank you all so much for watching.
PlayStation